Today I'm going to show you how to lubricate the flywheel on a Concept2 ergometer. This is a Model D erg. It's about 2008-ish time frame. Here's what you need. You're going to need a few things. You're going to need a electric drill of sorts with a Phillips head on the end. You're going to need a 9/16 wrench with a closed socket there. You're going to need your lubrication of choice. I think Concept2 recommends 3-in-1 oil. And then if you don't have an electric drill, you can always use a ratcheting screwdriver or just a regular Phillips screwdriver. Let's get started. So first step, you get your rowing machine. It's a little dusty, don't judge me. You need something to prop the fan housing on top of, so I just have a little chair here. Just helps with keeping the erg upright and flat. Now you can take off the fan housing when it's on its side like this, but I find that that's very difficult to line everything up when you go to put the cover on. So what I like to do is tilt this up, and I'll try and do this with one hand here. And the slide's gonna go back. There it goes. Yeah, so you just get this fan housing as flat as you can, as horizontal as you can. And then we go and we take our drill. And we're just gonna start to loosen this. This is a lot harder with one hand. And you might need to put your finger down here just to hold that up, but you get the idea. We'll take off all 4 of these screws, and I'll be back here in a moment. This is just to further illustrate what exactly I'm doing. So you can see the very top here where you have your adjusting lever for your resistance. That's the screw head. On the underside is a hex nut, if that focuses correctly. And the hex nut is bounded. It's bounded by the plastic housing here. So sometimes you can just take your drill. Oop, that's tightening. There we go. And it'll just come off, and you see the nut fell down there. Other times you have to actually get your finger in here and retain the nut, and then you can back the screw off. So now that I have all 4 screws removed, we can go ahead. Where's the 4th one? There it is. I'm going to go ahead and lift the fan housing off. It just comes right off. There we go. Now we have, you can see our flywheels here. We do have a nut that needs to be taken off. We'll go ahead and do that next. Okay, so this particular nut takes it's a 9/16 wrench. So we'll go ahead and put that on here. And this is a lot more difficult to do with one hand, so after you get that loose, and a lefty loosey, righty tighty, you just take that off, put this down here, and then you can just literally pull the flywheel off, and this might take a little bit of effort here. There we go. Again, I'm doing this one hand, don't judge. So that's the flywheel. That's where the flywheel goes. That's the pickup, I believe is what it's called. But anyways, what you're going to do as far as greasing goes, I'm not going to do this here on the carpet, but your clutch is inside there. There's a couple of bearings. I might have to turn this around to see the clutch. Yeah, there we go. There's the clutch there on the back side. All you're going to do is take your 3-to-1 oil and get it in here and lubricate the clutch. As you can see, hopefully it's already pretty well oiled, so we're not going to do anything. Then all you need to do is just put the flywheel back on. It goes on really easily. Take the nut. And I'll tighten this with the wrench off screen. So once you tighten the nut, you grab your cover on here. You get it lined up. Let's see here. I think it goes. Yeah, the lever goes towards where the rower would be, and this is where laying it horizontal really comes in handy because it just makes it a lot easier to line everything up. So all you need to do is line up all 4 of these connectors together, and there's little teeth. It's maybe a little easy to see if I do that. You see there's little connectors. That just helps you line everything up. It guides all the connectors, and then you just start putting the screws in one at a time, and then don't forget the nuts underneath to make sure they're recessed into that plasticky bit. Oh, one more thing. Don't get discouraged if everything doesn't fit. You'll notice here I've got 3 of them fitting, but on the other side, we're not getting this to fit. And so instead of trying to force it, just look around for this metal band and just make sure there's not something that's preventing it from going in. So you see there's a little bit of overlap here. So if I just work with it a little bit, it should, maybe. There we go, should go right in. What I like to do when attaching the nut and the screw, I'll take my left finger here, I'll get the nut, I'll hold that in place, I'll grab the bolt or the screw, again I'm doing this with one hand, place the screw in there and hold the nut to keep it from falling while I tighten the screw with the drill. And once you're done, you just flip your erg back upright, bring the monitor down, and just give it a few pulls. Make sure there's no odd feelings, no sounds, no slippage, and you're good. Thank you for watching.